Taped live in front of a studio audience inside the Commoner, located inside Hotel Monaco. It's OGCooking, a look at food, culture, and people with your host, Olga George.
Good day, guys. Welcome back to another taping of OGCooking. Of course, it is February, so you have gone through the new year already.
Yes.
Some of you started with your New Year's resolution of being healthy and eating well and spending time with your family and all that good stuff. And of course, we're going to talk a little bit more about that a little bit later in the show. But first off, we're going to talk with one of Pittsburgh music genius. I'm going to call him a genius because he, to me anyway, is in the same level with Wiz Khalifa and the late Mac Miller. I'm talking about Frzy. Now, Frzy, dig this. His correct name is Harvey Daniels.
Yeah,
Harvey
man.
Daniels?
I like, you know, you gotta.
Come on now.
Now listen, all the legends have real cool, like weird names in between. Curtis,
Okay.
50 Cent Jackson, Jay-Z, Sean. You know what I mean? Like you gotta put the little, you know, if you don't have the right, like, proper name behind the street name,
Okay.
then it don't flow together good. You know what I mean?
Now, a lot of you, when I say musician, he is an MC. He
Yes.
is that rapper. He
Come on,
is
bars.
that person
Yes.
who won in, let me if I'm wrong,
Okay, come on.
1998? Oh, no, excuse me, 2019, because he was just a baby.
I'm about to say,
at
I was
that
a
time.
baby.
Look
I
at
mean,
his
I
little
still had
face.
bars out there that just had, you know what I mean? Just had Snickers written on them, you know what I mean?
2019, you worked with PBS and WQED.
Yes, I did, and won an Emmy, which is insane. Third rapper in history to ever win an Emmy. It's
And that was
nuts.
for?
That was for the Mr. Rogers remake, 50th anniversary. They gave me an opportunity to remake his song.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to pay homage with my own words, you know, and the world loved it, and I'm very honored about that.
And his own words, also Guinness Book World of Records.
Man,
Come on now.
Wow, 31 hours straight.
Woo.
Yeah, first
Now-
human being in existence.
Now you see, that tells you how much he can talk, right?
But it also lets you know how much they want to listen.
They want to listen.
Yeah.
You are a Pittsburgh native.
Yes, I am. Born and raised, man. East Liberty. You know, you say it with that Sliberty on it.
Sliberty.
You know what I mean? Sliberty, right,
Gotcha.
right by Babyland, you know. And it had opportunity, though I'm moving around, I'm in LA now, I still got to see East Liberty change, right? And morph into and evolve into what it is now. Every time I come back, it's a Target over here or, right, a new store, you know, RIP to Babyland, it's gone. So it's just great to see the city evolve and to see that I've evolved with my city, which is great.
Now, one of the other things, talking about evolving,
Right.
you did some work with Wiz Khalifa and the late Mac Miller. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, so it was very interesting. Starting off in our careers, Wiz and I shared a common space. We were at the Shadow Lounge, right?
Oh,
yeah.
The
take
Shadow
it-
Lounge.
come
You
on.
talking about East
That's what I'm saying.
Liberty.
Sliberty. They
That
don't know
is the
about that.
original,
Right. Go to
yeah.
Shadow Lounge, go over to Capri's, you know.
Right.
But it was great. You know, we started off together, rapping together, being in bars. We were in a group together that was working with youth who wanted to get into music. And me and him still have a relationship now, but now it's it's a friendly competition as far as being someone who he knows what I can do, I know what he can do.
Right.
And us being here from those times, there's a couple of VHS tapes that people ain't seen in some battles. I don't want to leak them out, you know. But it's been a journey. It's been great watching him grow and myself and, you know, the late Mac Miller as well, and to see the legacies that we can create around the world, all from the same home base.
Well, you know, I know Justin Strong, so I might have to take a look and see if I can find
Look,
some of
listen,
that video.
Justin know what's up.
Now,
Justin
you
know what's good. You
right.
know, back when the hair was super curly. You know that Justin.
Now, one of the things everyone may not realize
Yes.
about you is that you like to cook.
Man, I'm a cook. I gets down. Like I'm the type of cook that like I'll cook and I'm gonna tell you something because it's just me and you.
Me and you
it's
talking
just me and
here.
you,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, go
I
ahead.
like to put on the socks in the kitchen and cook like Michael Jackson, right?
Oh, no.
First of all, you could do a moonwalk in your socks in the kitchen like
Okay.
nobody else, and maybe everyone.
Because all the grease on the floor,
You know,
like you do.
Well, because first of all, that's not me. That's gravity. Okay, don't put that on me. But also, you know, I grew up on Food Network. Right, my dad used to watch Iron Chef every night, so I
Okay.
used to sit with him. And it was back before there was the English version. So we used to just you had to learn some Japanese to
Yes.
understand what was going on.
Right.
Shout out to the closed caption. And but from that, you know, my dad was a cook, and he really taught myself and my sister really how to be able to take care of ourselves when they weren't around, or be able to, you know, have those type of grown skills young and to trust fire and to learn how to have it work with you. So now, I mean, I'm in the kitchen. I talk to myself most of the time because you want to have like an audience there, you know. Even when I make cereal, I'm like, now what you want to do is you want to put a little bit of milk in here. Well, I go whole, you can go skim, you know, and then but then it comes out to a great meal. I'll show you something later. I'll show you something.
My
They might not be ready.
Well, we are at the Commoner, of course, restaurant, and one of the things that they are renowned for are some of their bar snack foods. And since you're here and you say you have that taste, but you know, they brought up two things that I want you to try.
Okay.
One is their truffle popcorn,
Ooh, truffle
and
is
the other
serious.
is their Wagyu beef jerky.
That W
now,
on
it's,
that.
yeah, that W is that
Okay.
wabbit, this little wabbit. So
Yeah.
why don't you go ahead and try that? Which one you want to try first? You want to try that popcorn?
Let me hit that popcorn
Okay,
first, because
now-
this feels like a movie. So
That feels like a movie.
Okay.
You go ahead and see.
that truffle?
I'm gonna watch you. That truffle. Go ahead.
Listen, you better.
Uh oh.
Wait a minute.
Wait, he put in another one.
Wait a
Is it
minute.
really for
Don't
taste,
don't
for
be
flavor?
Don't be disrespectful.
I'm gonna
Wait
have
a
to be
minute.
quiet now.
Hold
Let
on. I can't even.
me let him eat.
They out here. I'm about to. Look, I'm gonna eat a third one because at first the first two had went down and my palate wasn't ready. So let me just
okay.
hold on.
Okay. Clear it down.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, we out here.
You out here?
We out here. This is disrespectful. They put their whole forget the arm. They put their whole body in this. This is.
Ooh, it's not even dipping the little toe in it.
So you can taste what happens is you eat the popcorn, then the truffle uppercuts you. You know what I mean? The truffle wow, this is amazing.
Okay.
Jeez.
So that's one of the new things
Put
that
this
their
down.
new chef. He said he's gonna put it down, but see.
No, I had to make sure because that one almost failed.
You see what he's doing?
That one almost failed.
Okay. One of the new chefs that they brought in is that truffle popcorn with black truffles in it. Yeah.
It is February.
It is February.
That makes sense.
You know, you
That
gotta
is
honor the black people.
No, I mean, I'm
at
just
least
saying.
once.
So is his name Chef Jesus? Because that is heavenly. That is.
You're giving me all. I see you reaching back over again.
I was stretching.
You take your hands off. Stretch over to the Wagyu. Let's try the Wagyu.
Ooh. I love some jerky too.
Don't you love it?
Can we talk about the appearance?
Yes.
I feel like I'm on Chopped right now. Now this appearance is a straight 10 right here. This is okay. All right, the Wagyu. Isn't Wagyu a little spicy? It's supposed to
Well,
be?
you tell me.
Okay, we're about to find out. It's gonna get real weird real quick.
Uh-oh. Let me see if you can still rap.
Okay, hold on.
This is not something I'm going to be putting on the air. I'm going to let him do it. As a guy, he can rip and tear, caveman style.
You know?
Yes, this is definitely for the guy. Chew. Don't choke on it now.
I'm not going.
Take your time.
I'm all right.
Take your time.
A little drool coming out. I ain't nothing but human.
Don't splash me. Don't splash me. Okay. All right.
I can take this home. This
You
come home with it?
can take that home with
Take
you.
it home? Okay.
You can take that home
I'm
with
talking
you.
about bring the glass back.
Oh. So you have the
Wow.
rosemary, and
Wow.
of course you have the black uncrushed, black pepper, corn.
Right.
So hold, not grind.
But I love
And
it
the
though because
Wagyu.
it's not overpowering.
It's not overpowering.
The flavor is enhanced aggressively, which is
Okay.
good. I think about when you think about jerky and the things you get, especially going to the gas stations and things like that.
Gas
You get
station.
that you get a little blast of flavor and then it's gone. You snap it to a Slim Jim, but then you snap right out.
Right.
But this actually has a hold on the flavor, which is phenomenal. I mean, besides the fact that the presentation is great, the taste is
unbelievable.
Unbelievable
Okay.
right now. Wow, this is. I want to I would love to have this just like
see,
in the
this-
middle of the table. You know what I mean? Like as the company comes over, but there'll be no jerky in that.
Because you'll be eating it off
It'll be
already.
gone, you know?
Okay. Well, I'll let you keep that one
Okay,
that
thank
you have
you.
in your mouth.
Thank you, okay.
There's a napkin right on the side, and you can put
Okay.
that other one down.
Okay.
And as you're eating and digesting, tell me what is your favorite memories with your family
Wow.
connected to the kitchen?
For me, I remember that first feeling of responsibility. Right? You see, so my dad used to. We'd be upstairs playing in our rooms, and that smell would hit you from downstairs.
Oh yeah.
So a couple different memories. The first one is my dad used to make hot dogs. He used to boil them, and then he would cut them open and put cheese and bacon in between them, then put them in the oven.
Oh my goodness.
And I remember it being like this unbelievable feat. Like, how does he cut it in the middle and the cheese stays? I'm 6, I'm 7 years old.
That was just unbelievable technique.
Unbelievable, right?
Yes.
And then he would he would brown it, he would grill it, and just to watch him eat it, or he would make that sandwich, and he would always put an egg on top, sunny side, so that the yolk dripped down.
Drips down, yeah.
And it was just one of the most unbelievable things I've ever seen. So to see him do that and now see myself doing that for my nephew and for my sister and my mom and everybody, it's really a great feeling for me to be like, oh, this is how Dad felt. This is, but I realized being an artist,
right,
being a creative, I feel the same way in the kitchen. I'm creating something that didn't exist. I'm creating something that brings joy to people's lives, and it's fulfilling, literally, physically, more than even mentally. So it's a pleasure.
Now you're talking about that connection regarding the music and the food,
right.
And I love to cook, and one of the things I enjoy about cooking is, I think, feeding the soul.
Oh,
and
yes.
as you feed the soul musically, you're feeding the soul physically and emotionally with food.
Exactly. I feel like I should have you like cooking at the concerts. At my
Well, I'll make some, some beef pâtés and some curry goat and everything down for you.
First of all, when you say it with that accent, we might have to
hold
on. Wait a minute.
I'm not the what they call the Jamaica, New York. I am the Islander, pure for sure.
Right.
Okay.
See, come on, man.
Come on. You gotta bring it down.
I don't trust nobody that don't come from nowhere with sand. You know what I'm saying? They in New York, like, look, I love it. Do your thing. The bodega is nice, but
yes.
You coming from somewhere with sand. Look.
What, sand, sun, sea.
Come on.
We're gonna make it work for you.
What's the perfect blend of melanin?
Now, what's your favorite dish to make?
You know what? I love making a lot of homemade stuff. That's a good question. I'm a big steak person, right? It took me a while. Like, what I'll do is I'll watch some Food Network, and I really like Gordon Ramsay, right? Some different people that really teach about not only making the perfect steak, but allowing it time to rest.
Yes.
And doing something great. And I realized that, once again, I kind of incorporated that with myself when it comes to working, finding the right time to rest, not resting too long, but not resting too quick.
Right.
Right, and understanding that the perfect steak, I mean, food is kind of like art, right? It's all objective at times, and everybody has a different tongue and a different palate. But when you make something right and everyone enjoys it, that means you're doing it. That means you're doing it right. They say if you do something right, it should seem like you've done nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Right.
It just flows from you, and everyone is enjoying that meal.
I know, and it might sound a little creepy, but just like watching somebody eat your food, like I just be like, okay, go ahead, try that out. They're like, well, I'm not ready yet. No, go ahead, take that bite. Go ahead, do that. You know what I mean? Like
and then you're looking for them to kind of like that experience, that burst, and you just. Yeah,
exactly.
I got you.
That's why I can't own a restaurant, because I just be staring at everybody. Nothing will get cooked. I'm like, you gonna cook that? I'm like, after he chews.
After he chews, let me see how he responds to it, and then we'll go from there.
Exactly.
Now, what is the most important thing to you in regarding to food, family, and music?
I think dinner, right? Sitting at the table and having that time to catch up. I mean, even in whatever culture you come from, whatever race, whatever creed, that dinner table is where some of the most amazing conversations have happened. And myself, I'm a history buff. I challenge myself to not only carry myself as one of the best rappers to ever exist, but to be the best, and also to carry myself like royalty, to be a king. And to me, King Arthur, what he's famous for, his table, right? The things that they've done there, right? You see, even the story of Thanksgiving requires a table. The political people and the meetings require a table with dinner. A lot of great conversations have happened over food.
Right.
So for me, I want to create a legacy that not only is fulfilling to the soul, but can be a great conversation over the dinner table.
All right. Final word from the Frizzy. I won't call him the Frizzy.
I like that.
He has earned my respect.
Oh, man,
because he actually, tasted food and he knew what he was eating.
Come on,
so we're gonna give him that. But you can also check out and follow the Frizzy on Instagram, Facebook. His music is good.
Oh,
I actually have to say it.
Come on.
Usually
we working.
You know how I am with the guys stuff. I don't give them no slack.
Right.
But he's on point.
Let's take a bite out of this. All right. Come on, man. That was light work out here. That was light. Oh, thank you.